Should I tell them the truth? What's that sound? I feel super sleepy.
Huh? That sound. Traveler, Paimon!
I've been waiting here far too long. But finally I have the chance to be alone with you. All the precious time I wasted has finally paid off.
I love your shoes.
Doctor! What have you done?
I love your
Just
shoes.
a type of sound wave that can quickly put defenseless people into a dream. As I expected, it doesn't have any effect on gods. This is the only thing of interest I found among the sage's research. I thought I'd take it for a little spin. Don't worry. I know you would never forgive me if I actually killed them.
They're gonna get the gnosis either
I'm
way.
here to negotiate with you. Naturally, I won't do anything dangerous that could potentially damage our relationship.
Negotiate with me? I heard you had already left Sumeru. Why are you here again now?
I left Sumeru, but I also stayed in Sumeru.
Here we go, finally
Even
with
the
talking
God
him
of
about
Wisdom
the
is
clones.
restricted by the habits of cognition. How disappointing.
You mean there are many different versions of you in this world?
Pretty sure it's clones,
An
right?
astute guess.
I'm pretty sure he clones himself.
Even the same individual will have different cognitions at different ages. A long time ago, I made a major decision in hopes of preserving all my perspectives of how I observed the world. Observation is the first step of any experiment, but observing the current world doesn't satisfy me. It lacks an important dimension, that of time.
Are you first? Are you
So
like the
I
first
saved
one, or?
segments of all my ages and made them into independent individuals.
How old are you, dude?
That's all there is to it. Indulge me. How does the God of Wisdom find my method of seeking knowledge?
It's an insult to the very concept of life. Life inherently has many rules and restrictions, each with its own significance and reason to exist. They can't be broken on a whim.
Good. Amazing, even. Indeed, it's difficult for humans to make peace with themselves, not to mention oneself from a different period.
Since you're in the academia, why wait until now to show up? You could very well have stopped us and helped that fake god.
Simple. Let me ask you this. Would any staff member ever help the subject in the middle of an experiment? It was my experiment. So why should I interfere with the results?
The academia saw the plan to create a god as their ultimate goal, yet you only saw it as an ordinary experiment.
Him? He doesn't really care about it.
You really are crazy. If the experiment succeeded, you would have had a new god on your hands. How would you have faced your own god then? Would you still take the same stance? Would you still hold the same view of yourself?
And the Zurita knows how crazy he
I'm
is.
first and foremost a scholar. These results should be left to the judgment of the hypothetical me confronted with that outcome. But you're right. And that's exactly why I'm disappointed with the conclusion of this experiment.
As an individual, you don't have any sense of belonging. You seem to have even fewer convictions than a typical scholar.
Ooh,
I
you
certainly
suck.
have my own convictions. They just don't fit your standards, that's all. All right, that's enough conversation.
I want
for
the crow
today.
thing. I really
The
like it.
experiment is over, and
Crow
it's time
boa?
to tidy up the
Crow boa.
equipment
That's
and
what it is.
reclaim any useful materials. For example, the Gnosis. Lesser Lord Kusanali, you're an intelligent Archon. I'm sure you understand the disparity in our combat abilities at this time. Besides, you have no way to use that Electro-Gnosis in battle.
Didn't you say you were here to negotiate with me? Somehow, it's starting to seem like you intend to take it by force now.
I'm merely stating a fact. After all,
That a
I'm
boa or
also a
part of
scholar.
his cape?
Naturally, I hope to show proper respect and
I want his
dignity
shoes
to the
and
god
whatever that
of
crow
wisdom.
boa thing is.
Your hypocrisy
Crow
is
cape?
built on absolute confidence.
Crow thing
I
that's on
understand
his
the
shoulder.
stone.
That has to be a boa. That isn't a cape.
What if I were to destroy the Gnosis now and awaken the heavenly principles?
Awaken the heavenly principles?
Oh, here we go.
Do you think that's really possible?
The heavenly principles have been silent for many years, but the Gnosis are symbols of their control over Teyvat and all the laws. Will the destruction of a Gnosis attract the attention of the heavenly principles? And if so, how do the Fatui plan to deal with the consequences? Do you dare to gamble such a possibility with me?
Ooh, I like Nahida threatening. Ooh.
How surprising.
Better not punch her.
I thought you would show evidence or use rigorous reasoning to prove your point. The word gamble is the last thing I expected to
Gamble.
hear from the god of wisdom.
I was gonna take a
This
chance.
is a clever move. You must have seen through me when I first captured your consciousness.
Not dumb. Literally,
As
the
a
god of wisdom.
scholar, I respect all possibilities. This has always been my principle and is an essential trait as an experimenter. Indeed, I can't ignore this possibility. So tell me then, what are your conditions?
This foreign Gnosis will only lead to disaster if it stays in Sumeru. But this Electro-Gnosis is the prize I obtained after defeating one of your fellow Harbingers.
Yes.
As the
Totally
one who
nobody died.
initiated this cascade of events, shouldn't you pay the corresponding price?
Price? Interesting. What price would you have me pay?
Negotiation
How about
tactics be
erasing
like,
all your other segments?
So this is how you wish to restrict me, the most threatening opponent of the Nation of Wisdom. What you request of me is like plucking out the eyes I have placed in the dimension of time.
I don't care.
Segments are extraordinarily difficult to make. They require extremely rare resources and enormous amounts of time
I don't care.
and effort, requiring me to destroy them all here and now. Bravo.
I don't care.
A suitably wise decision on your part.
Either do it or not, dude.
Yes. How very interesting. Can I assume that you have long been wary of me? Among all the versions of me, this segment you see now is the most selfish. If it weren't me, your idea wouldn't have worked. What did you see when you were imprisoned? You were observing me, and that's how you know I've long grown tired of their doubts and endless arguments.
Like you said, it's difficult to make peace with yourself.
So his clones
Being
are
as smart
fighting.
as you are, have you managed to do that?
I see. If you think all those versions of me are worth a gnosis, then deal.
You sure didn't hesitate much.
Gonna be awkward.
Is the relationship between all the versions of you really that
Just
bad?
all slaughtered. Just very
I
awkward,
don't
man.
think there's any need to dwell on that. The surplus versions of me can be exchanged for a gnosis. Do you think anyone can offer themselves at a higher price?
Not wrong, actually.
Besides, with my abilities, it's only a matter of time until I find better perspectives. Perhaps it's best to say you're just temporarily ahead.
Ow.
But
Ow.
what I'd like to know is, how can you be sure that I've really erased them?
I can see your remaining honesty.
What a ridiculous decision! You can't be serious!
How could I have been so short-sighted?
You think that this is the end?
Wait,
I'll have my revenge!
You'll make this moment count.
You will regret this!
Well, have you confirmed that it's complete?
Here, take it. The future of Sumeru City will be in my hands alone. I will shut down the Akasha and let curiosity and the thirst for knowledge drive the realm of academics once again. There won't be any further gaps for you to exploit.
Dang.
It truly pains me that my academic achievements have never been appreciated in my homeland.
That's because you're crazy. Get out of here.
Of course,
Not the good
I have
crazy.
no interest in being
Psycho
rejected
crazy.
by this
Mad
city
scientist.
for a third time.
Uh-huh.
Another chess piece. And where is your dendronosis?
Don't be greedy, Harbinger of Snezhnaya.
No, this is a different transaction. If you intend to turn off the Akasha anyway, then there's no further use for the Gnosis of Sumeru, is there?
I'm keeping it.
Besides, isn't it the Archon's duty to deliver what's desired of the Seeker? Oh. Judging from your expression, you don't seem to find the idea very agreeable. Then let's think of it this way. Since you're the god of wisdom, how about I exchange some knowledge with you?
People exchanging knowledge with the God of Wisdom is the stuff of legends. Yet here you wish to exchange knowledge for the God of Wisdom's property. Arrogant as that is, it has piqued my interest.
Let me ask you, have you in all your mighty knowledge ever heard the rumor that the skies of Tevat are fake?
Oh boy, we're getting back to the fake skies again. Yeah! All
That's
the
the
gadget theories
secret
being
hidden
like,
by Arman's
woo!
soul concerning the truth
They already guessed the
of
Scaramouche
this
part, right?
world.
About his dead friend, or Kunikazushi. Kunikazushi?
Once I finish telling you about this, it will be time for me to say goodbye. With negotiations, we've all gotten what we wanted. I'm very glad I got to meet you like this.
Your arrogance may know no bounds, and convictions may mean nothing to you. But I'll still listen to what you have to say.
And it's gonna cut out. Dang, man. Dude, of course I was gonna cut out with that thing, 'cause it's not gonna tell us and reveal to us till like the very end.
Together! Okay, wake her up.
Hmm? Oh no, it's more like Are
Are you awake?
There we go.
Holly says it's time for breakfast. Come on, get up!
Good morning, Paimon.
Good morning! How are you feeling today?
Pretty good.
Good to hear. It looks like we've recovered pretty well. Not even Tainari could stop us from going out now, right?
That's right. On that day, we lost consciousness in battle. When we woke up, we found ourselves in Gandharvaville and Tainari. Okay. I heard that it was Sino who brought us here. Tainari Tainari complained that Sino was always sending people to him, but he has taken great care of us. After completely exhausting ourselves, we had a good rest here. After a few days, we finally recovered enough to be able to go back out. From what Tainari and Kole have said, the Akasha has been turned off completely, and the people of Sumeru will no longer rely on it. Such a big change will certainly affect people's lives, but it will definitely be a good thing.
Come on, Traveler, let's go!
Did I finished it? What's this? Okay.
How many Rukashavaha mushrooms do I need to sell before I can finally buy a property in town?
I thought I finished it though. Alright.
Good morning! Looks like you're awake. Yep,
Good morning, Kole.
I prepared some breakfast today. Please have a taste. I hope you like it. It's nice to have you here so we can eat something yummy. Well, now that I've recovered from Elazar, I'm feeling better than ever. I can even prepare 4 or 5 meals a day now.
Amazing! You
I'm a bedster.
are from Elazar! Yes! Probably because we healed Ermin's soul.
Oh, by the way, someone brought a letter for you after you went to sleep last night.
Paimon hasn't already read it?
Nope. Paimon wanted to read the letter with you after you woke up, so Paimon didn't open it. Alright, let's read it now. Oh, it's from Nilu. Ahem. We're going to hold a feast at the Grand Bazaar and celebrate Cyno's reinstatement as the General Mahamatra. As heroes of Sumeru, please be sure to attend. I'll wait for you. The date of the banquet is written on the back. It's in 2 days. Oh, I've also heard that you've become heroes here as well. That's amazing.
We're heroes everywhere. It's really not that amazing.
Everyone's aware of your abilities. There's no need to be modest. Anyway, let's go to the Grand Bazaar to have a look. Oh, before you leave, be sure to inform Master Tainari.
Alright. Guess I'll do this last part because it's literally just like a send-off thing.
Tainari!
Good morning. How do you feel today?
We feel much better. How about you?
How's your wound, Tainari?
I'm recovering well. Thanks for asking.
But from the looks of it, you seem to be already busy with work again.
It's fine. I'm not that busy, really.
Are you sure about that?
The Elazar patients have recovered, as well as Hypatia. For now, I only need to tend to my Forest Watcher duties.
It seems once Ermin's soul started getting better, everything else started to recover too.
Yes, but there are still some residual effects. The withering is one example. Though it won't spread anymore, the existing zones won't just disappear. We forest rangers will still need to do the work.
I appreciate it. That's a lot to ask.
By the way, we have some good news. Cyno got his position back.
This news is hardly new. He had already mentioned it to me before.
Oh my gosh, he would tell Tainari before.
Why did he come to say hi to us?
He visited once, but he was afraid of disturbing you while you were resting. He just asked me a few questions and left.
Then you probably already know
Once.
about the
Dang.
celebration feast.
Celebration feast? No, I haven't heard anything about that.
Oh my goodness.
Huh? But didn't Nilu say in her letter that they would celebrate Cyno? He didn't tell you?
Perhaps, or alternatively, he doesn't know about it either.
Come to think of it, Cyno doesn't seem like the type who'd enjoy a celebration feast.
I guess Neil's only planning on telling him once festivities are underway. You can't escape then.
You're both Cyno's close friends.
So,
Why don't you come to the feast with us?
Kala has taken over some of my tasks these days. I don't think she'll have time for it. Not to mention me. You see, some VIPs have come to the forest recently.
VIPs?
VIPs? Very important Paimons?
No, very important people.
Well, technically speaking, they are former VIPs. The sages involved in recent incidents have begun their training in the Avidya forest, and the people they had previously imprisoned have all been released.
Huh?
Is your master alright?
Yes, he's a little weak, but he isn't injured and his condition is stable. Lesser Lord Kusanali, in her boundless mercy, has decided to spare Azar and the other wrongdoers. Supposedly, they were ashamed of their shallow ideologies and have decided to dedicate the rest of their lives to cultivating wisdom in the Avidya forest.
Oh wow.
When they learned that Lesser Lord Kusanali had defeated the Balladeer and saved Irminsul, they were shocked at first, but also became happy, feeling that the sacred light guiding them on the path of discovering wisdom had begun to shine once again. As a result, work has increased for the forest rangers.
That sounds really exhausting.
There's nothing we can do, really. But that's another topic. Back to the matter at hand. Are you two planning to head out?
Yep. I think so. Yeah.
Here to request
You've recovered well. You may go, but be careful.
Yay! Will do!
Sorry if I'm just being silent and quiet because I don't really have much to say for some parts. Here I am. I'm here for the party. Celebrate.
Well, there won't be any problems if the feast starts at that time. Everything has already been prepared.
Mr. Zubair, I finished tallying things up here. Well, except for the guests.
Is a simple reply really that much to ask of our guests? It's affecting our arrangements.
Oh, it'll be fine. Besides, it never hurts to get things ready in advance.
I was thinking the same thing. The feast will be held sooner or later, right? Hey, Nilu! Traveler, Paimon! We got your letter, so here we are! You're the best! The other guests haven't even replied yet. Huh? Are we the only ones that have arrived? Yeah. I had someone deliver letters to all of our guests. But maybe everyone is still busy with other things.
Look, I get it. Sumeru is in an extremely important period of transition right now, but even if your friends are important figures, they shouldn't just ignore your request like this. Nilu is Sumeru's #1 celebrity after all.
My goodness, guy. Okay, okay. I bet you're like the #1 in the fan club you made. Of course, you're right.
You have no idea how happy I am to talk to people with good taste.
He's totally made a fan club around her and he's like have his whole life revolve around her. I just had a voice crack. Ah.
Because Paimon thinks everybody will love her performance.
That's right. We all think she's amazing too. Nilu is an absolute favorite among those of us who frequent the Grand Bazaar. For Outlanders, you have a great eye. Master Zubair, let's have a vote for the most outstanding audience members next time. I think these two may win.
Do I got Primo Gems?
Nonsense. It is not for us to determine the value of an audience. But indeed, we could try giving gifts to people with particularly good taste. I heard there's a device in Fontaine called a camera that can record people's appearances as pictures. Such pictures would make superb gifts.
They're doing the idle things.
Ooh, good idea. I wonder where we can find one.
I don't want you giving pictures of me to everyone. I'm satisfied just being able to perform here. There's always a lot going on at the Grand Bazaar. Yeah, and that's why I love it here. Traveler and Paimon, could you help confirm if the letters were actually delivered? If for some reason they didn't receive the letters, then please tell everyone that there will be a feast here.
Okay, we'll go around and check. Voice crack again.
How everything in Sumeru is going now.
Do you know where everybody is?
When I wrote the letters, I heard that Dia was in Port Ormos, and Alhaitham was at the Academia. As for Sino, we've only heard that he appears at the Academia from time to time. I'm not too sure about Ramon's whereabouts. My guess is that he's with Dia. As for Dunyarzad, I just hope she's feeling better. I sent her a letter, but I was afraid of disturbing her. If you have time, please ask about her for me. Okay, got it. Let's go, Traveler.
Okay, here's the thing. I have no idea if I just started something. No, this really is the ending. Oh my gosh, this ending is so long. Okay, I'm going to conclude it right here, and I'm just gonna pick up once again and everything, like just right after, but I just need to conclude right here. I'm gonna need a break real quick. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video. The next one, we're just gonna finish the Archon and everything, just finish this little stuff. And then I think we should be done, and then hopefully be able to do that Scaramouche wishing video. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.